Well, the summer is here for Swansea City, and that means that the transfer window is open for the Championship club, that is, the Swans. Swansea, of course, they went through what was, let's be honest, a relatively mediocre season in England's second tier last season. Nothing much to shout about, certainly not as bad as their South Wales rivals in Cardiff City, who were relegated to League One. Swansea not going through that sort of pain and torture, but a season where not a lot went brilliantly well, not a lot went brilliantly wrong either, but it's just one of those where you've written it off now and they have to go into this new season and trying to be just that bit more competitive and push up the Championship, because of course Swansea not that long ago were a Premier League club and they were a thriving Premier League club as well, and so they'd love to think that they could get back to that one day in the very near future. Of course, with the transfer window open, they'll need to strengthen their club and bring in some new targets that they're looking at. So, to discover who they're looking at and who they might bring in this summer, let's go now to Charles Hague-Jones, our Wales sport correspondent. Charles, firstly, just what can you tell us about who Swansea City are targeting this summer to bring into the club to strengthen their squad and hopefully, for their sake, have a more enjoyable and competitive season in the Championship compared to the one that they've just had in South Wales. Of course, as I mentioned before, not a brilliant season, not one for the history books at Swansea City, but one where they can learn and build on from what they experienced and had go against them and go for them. So who are they looking at and who do they want to bring into the club?
Yeah, obviously for Swansea City, Alan Sheehan, the manager, is going to have his first full summer in charge, and there's a fair few incomings already from the likes of Scotland as well, under 21 signings. There's Ricardo Santos from Bolton. There's minimal outgoings as well, which is really interesting the way they want to do it. Alan Sheehan's got a plan. He's got a real strategy for Swansea City, and you want to make sure that they are reaching towards the upper echelons of the Championship next season. I mean, that's the goal. And then obviously off the pitch as well, Luka Modric joining as a minority investor, which is obviously going to bolster the club's profile and transfer credibility. This is in modern football now, you see a lot of ex-players getting involved with clubs. It's one that probably no one was really expecting. So why is Luka Modric gone and sort of invested a minority share in Swansea City? You have to ask that, and you have to be thinking there's surely something brewing behind the scenes that is giving this credibility, this sort of interest for Luka Modric. Obviously Ballon d'Or winner, multiple Champions League winner, one of the most incredible players over the last sort of decade or so as well, and that's a really interesting situation there to certainly be monitored. The summer window, obviously, they've had a winger from Hacken, Zeidane Inoussa. He looks a good player. I mean, he looks an exciting player to sort of dribble well. From Kilmarnock, obviously, I touched on the striker situation as well from Scotland. Bobby Wales will come in. Blair McKenzie, a centre-back from Aberdeen, under 21s, so more business from Scotland. And then Cameron Burgess as well from Ipswich, experienced defender, is fantastic for them. And then I think the biggest point of this window so far is that there has been minimal notable departures. So it seems like Sheehan knows what he wants. He's got modest squad adjustments only, just to blend youth and experience for Swansea City. In terms of Burgess coming in from Ipswich Town, it's a massive signing. He's going to provide the leadership, but the youth is going to be really what's carrying them. Low cost transfer fees. To look like it's going to move them forward, and that's where Swansea City want to be. They want to be balanced in the Championship, and they want to be capable of pushing for promotion once again. And it's certainly a positive time to be involved at the club because they've got this investment off the field. They're going to have an interesting summer window as well. Expect more arrivals, and Sheehan's got sort of a fresh slate to go into the new season and really go full horns ahead and work hard and try and get Swansea City back to the Premier League.